saw this device on my street in Oakland in May. I was curious as to what it was, so I called and emailed my city council, public works, and police. It actually took me 2 months until July to find out that these were shot spotters. I then find out that shot spotters are put into high-crime cities and neighborhoods to be able to record gunshots and show, in theory, exactly where the guns were shot. More on their effectiveness in an upcoming video. After finding out what they were, I started looking into why these were being used in the first place, if they were cost-effective, etc. Well, I plain and simply got the runaround. ShotSpotter told me to call Oakland Police. OPD told me to call ShotSpotter. Looks like I have to research this all by myself. Start by going to the ShotSpotter website. They have lots of comments about how their product was effective, but close to zero in the way of facts. I was looking for some information about better response times, accuracy, cost, staffing needs. Stats that show crime or gunshots are being reduced. Here in Oakland, I can tell you, crime is up and ShotSpotter incidents are up. People here do not feel safer. So I go to their website, which to me looks like total propaganda. I'll show you why. They're simply selling a product and not showing both sides of the story. Just one. That would be fine if this weren't the only place the public is told to look. We are paying for this. We rely on this product for safety. The stats they do provide do not come with links or proof. For example, they state that ShotSpotter is a deterrent. They cite stats such as this one. There is a 30% reduction in complaints in 30 days. Yes, it says complaints. Well, I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's supposed to sound effective. So I looked online for any records in Minneapolis supporting this statement, or who actually said it, and I couldn't find any. I sent an email to the police department for clarification, but with no response. Only thing I could find are these crime stats, and although they list 2011 and earlier, they aren't available, so I can only use what they have up. What here can Minneapolis police or ShotSpotter possibly use to show us that it is working? The total offenses are up since 2011. The weapon offenses reported also. It also looks like the arrests are down. Remember, the website lists numbers like 30% reduction. Is this number trying to mislead us? Where are the facts? Isn't this propaganda? ShotSpotter also uses this technique a lot with these types of stats, with nothing to show where the numbers come from. I've looked. Honestly, why should I be looking in the first place? They should provide footnotes or links. Are we supposed to just believe what they tell us? I specifically asked them, where can I find these numbers? I get deafening silence in return. Please show us your work, ShotSpotter. The Oakland City Council report also claims ShotSpotter is a deterrent, which actually came as a surprise to one OPD captain I personally talked to. I can tell you for a fact that not one person I talked to knew what the ShotSpotter was. And even before I knew what it was, I sent the picture to my own councilman, Dan Kalb. He responded to me by saying he didn't know what this was. How is that a deterrent? Are we to assume that the criminals of Oakland are more informed on the ShotSpotter technology than average Joes and my city councilman? Curious. This website is full of press releases and articles with merely the mention of ShotSpotter. If you read these articles closely, like this one, in the Milwaukee Sentinel titled, ShotSpotter Technology Helps Milwaukee Police Solve Bus-Stop Robberies, you can see how ShotSpotter takes credit for helping, as in this article. But show me where it actually helped the police here. This article states that there was a gunfight between two men. They fired 15 shots in the middle of the afternoon, and there were witnesses. These witnesses actually point the police directly to the house where the suspects were. So, tell me, how can ShotSpotter take credit for this? The witnesses pointed police to the suspects. They also take credit here and in other articles, and they tell us that ShotSpotter tells police where the hotspots are. To quote, ShotSpotter identified the trend of shootings in the same area. I think anyone in Oakland here can tell you where the hotspots are long before the ShotSpotter technology was invented. Police everywhere have been using this technique for decades. Of course, this is pure baloney. I'm showing you this as an example of propaganda that they use as news. This article also shows how ShotSpotter used the media to spin the story. How does this type of product placement and public relations spin get placed in almost every ShotSpotter article that I read? This type of coverage is found in most of the media reports and talking points. I will point out how the propaganda somehow finds its way into almost every article you read. Just look at the title. ShotSpotter Technology Helps Milwaukee Police Solve Bus-Stop Robberies. Did they not think we're going to read the article? In case we just glance through it, we see quotes like this. ShotSpotter was key to the investigation, end quote. Well, I just showed you how the witnesses pointed police directly to the house. Are we supposed to forget this part? And just think that the recording of a gunshot by ShotSpotter was the reason they got caught? Are they for real? I mean, after all, with all this great technology and the deterrent effect that they promote, why does this article also state this? Quote, the shooting came at the tail end of a very violent summer that saw a spike in shootings and homicides in the city. Or how about this?
There's been a lot of shootings this year too, this summer. I would say in my 7 years, this has been the busiest summer I've ever worked.
I wish we could find a real investigator to look into this, to show us why this type of news placement infomercial can be substituted as news. But I'm trying to show you how we are being fed a commercial for ShotSpotter when we should be given real information. Because this information is important to make informed decisions, and it's vital to our safety. We need to get the full story from both sides. like the fact that many cities got rid of this expensive and inaccurate technology. More on that in an upcoming video. Just by reading the promos, to me, it doesn't really pass the smell test. So what do other articles that ShotSpotter doesn't point out in their press releases say? Well, just look at this stunning article claiming ShotSpotter recorded a street argument. Wow, and that blew me away. That strikes home to me. This device is directly in front of my apartment. Is this why it's been so hard to get real answers? Are they hiding something? Or I'm a person who doesn't like to be lied to or ignored. Who is? So now ShotSpotter has my full attention. I'll start looking closely at what is actually being said on behalf of ShotSpotter. Look at, in these controversial articles, how the ShotSpotter Public Relations Department is in full lying mode. I'm sorry, is it lying, or is it intentionally leaving out the facts? Are they actually misrepresenting themselves, or are they ignorant about their own company? For example, is Lydia Barrett intentionally misleading in this article, or is she just plain uninformed about her own device? Either of these incident offenses should get her fired, at the least. Let's look at what she says, quote, "It's an acoustic sensor, not a microphone." Well, thanks, Lydia. Let's go to the project description. Here it says ShotSpotter uses acoustic microphones. Interesting. Is this an honest mistake? Is this part of the or is this part of the talking points used to sell their products? Why would she say something that is false when asked to comment? Lydia, answer your phone. Let's look at what the rest of the article says. Quote, "They are not designed to record street conversations. However, court documents show that audio surveillance helped provide specific details. But the fact that ShotSpotter can apparently record audio raises other questions. We'd just like to know more about what the technical aspects are." End quote. Yes, this is what I'd like to know, but apparently no one's allowed to find out. I've been asking for 3 months. Here is the spin provided by Lydia, not directly responding to the questions by the ACLU raised here. She only says this, quote, "This is a very unusual circumstances if the sensors actually picked up any voices," end quote. She doesn't say they cannot record, just that it's very unusual. And then I have her continue saying this, quote, "I can't even remember in the history of our technology the sensors ever hearing a fight or some kind of argument," end quote. Well, I'm sorry, Lydia, that is not an acceptable answer. In fact, your website admits that these can pick up conversations on rare occasions. So during these rare occasions, as ShotSpotter puts it, do we suspend our Fourth Amendment rights to being eavesdropped on in public? See, Lydia Barrett answers like a politician. I've already proved how she misrepresented the company with her censor microphone comment. Now she also doesn't know what's written on her own website. Oh, but she knows how to deliver her talking points. Let's listen to what she says here. She says, quote, "Only when there's a loud boom or bang," and "It's not listening. There's no listening." This sounds very familiar to others in the ShotSpotter company. We can look at another article here. This article shows how this microphones recorded a plane crash. Oh, wait, these aren't gunshots. It's a plane crash, but that's okay because it's for our safety. The president again states, quote, "The system only triggers on loud, impulsive noises, things that go bad." Well, the very next sentence states the opposite. Quote, "The recording starts a few seconds before the sound of the crash." Why is he telling us 2 different things here? Is the company misleading us? I emailed James 2 times on a super trendy blog, but he hasn't responded. How about CEO Ralph Clark? What does he say?
Our technology is in the background unless there's a boom or bang.
Notice the talking points? So, where can I go to get some answers? I found out in Oakland, the head of answering ShotSpotter questions is Captain Joyner. He was kind enough to call me, but he related to me many of the same ShotSpotter talking points. Most of my questions he couldn't answer. He does tell me the following, however. The ShotSpotter microphones are always on, just like a red light camera, and after an incident is detected, it can make a clip of it for evaluation. Also, in another article, we have Sergeant Eric Smith of the Richmond Police Department. Him saying that in the ShotSpotter alerts he has heard in the background doors slamming, birds chirping, cars on the highway, horns honking. Wait, who's telling the truth here? The company that is trying to sell their products tells me it's not a microphone, and the fact that this not microphone turns on only for booms and bangs. The Oakland Police Department tells me the microphone is on 24/7. I can hear birds chirping. Well, this needs to be further clarified. You'd think I'd be able to get an answer to this. Nope. No answer from Lydia Barrett after 3 months of calling her. Captain Joyner last told me he will not respond to any more of my questions or emails. So, nobody from ShotSpotter wants to talk to me. Nobody from my local police wants to answer questions. This is really starting to get frustrating. Why can I not get answers? And where am I supposed to get them from? Is this the type of company you want in control of your police department? All I know is I have highly sensitive microphones steps from my front door that are on 24/7. With the possibility, acknowledged by ShotSpotter, that I could be recorded. Not only that, but look at what James Bidlock says here. He can go back, even if there wasn't an event, because, quote, "in case those noises need to be reviewed after the fact." What? This means they can record, store, and retrieve. No mention of what exactly can be logged, who can listen, or how long it can be stored. These are the questions that ShotSpotter does not want to answer. I've actually tried calling Lady Barrett since July. She won't reply. She won't pick up her phone, and she won't call me back. I've asked these questions to my local captain of police. After a discussion, he told me we have to agree to disagree on this technology. I told him I would love to agree with him, but it is impossible to make a true informed decision if I'm not being told the truth, and if I'm being talked to like I'm in the market for a used car. I am trying to find out information that is supposedly providing a safer environment for my kids in the highest crime city in the United States, and we are being treated to infomercials. This is unacceptable. You know, I get it. I understand why police would like this tool, but does it in fact take real police off the street to pay for it? And why is this company so secretive? Why do they all sound like they're reading from the same talking points, and why are they misrepresenting themselves to the media? It is in my opinion that this company is selling fear and using lies and propaganda to do it. They are using the taxpayers' money in Oakland and in other high-crime cash-poor cities to sell them a false sense of security. You should help me demand they answer these questions. This is to be continued. Lydia, pick up your phone.
Hello, you've reached Lydia Barrett with SST and ShotSpotter. I'm sorry I missed your call. Please leave a message and I will get back with you as